that name? Nothing.
Well, other than the fact that the first time he appeared here at Rampage Pro Wrestling, he faced you, Jeremy Vane, and he was victorious in that match. And by virtue of that, he's earned this title shot here this evening against the heavyweight champion, Kyle Matthews, who's going to be introduced right now.
The luckiest night of his life.
Well, he's going to have to be not just grateful, he's going to have to be darn good in this particular match because he's taken on the best in Rampage Pro Wrestling, the well-traveled Kyle Matthews. Matthews, within recent weeks, has been in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. He's been in Delaware in the Super 8 tournament. He's been all over the United States, but he returns here tonight in our main event here on RPW television to defend that heavyweight title.
You know, Kyle Matthews is the heavyweight champion, but I think it's safe to say that you and I both know he's far from the best in the company because that's me.
TV main
Let's
event
listen to this moron.
for the NWA RPW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first of all the challenger from Wilmington, North Carolina, weighing 234 pounds, K.C. McKnight. And introducing the defending champion from Marietta, Georgia, Kyle Matthews. This is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. This is a title match.
Not just a title match, our main event here on Rampage Television. 20-minute time limit as Dustin Robinson, last year's Referee of the Year, displays the coveted prize in Rampage Pro Wrestling, a prize that you held, Jeremy Vane, for a considerable period of time and defended against all comers. Got to give you your due on that, but it was Kyle Matthews who finally was able to take that title away.
You know, many people in many sports receive opportunities to wrestle for championships or to compete for championships. And Kyle Matthews received many opportunities. And yes, he made good on one of those, not taking anything away from him. But tonight, this K.C. McKnight guy, we could see a new champion.
Well, K.C. McKnight definitely has had a fast start here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Young man from North Carolina. Literally established himself, quite honestly, in that match with you. And got to admit that anybody that can come in and be victorious against Jeremy Vane in their opening match, you've got to start paying attention to that guy because Jeremy Vane is not somebody that's easily beaten.
Absolutely right, Bill. It took people a year to figure out how to beat me. And before that, when I was television champion, it took people almost another year to figure out how to beat me.
Well, a lot of fans don't understand the schedule that's maintained by the heavyweight champion in any sport, and that's true here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. It's only a matter of time, and it's a 3-second count that separates the winner from the loser at any time. And you're right, you've held first the television title for an extended period of time, and then the heavyweight title for an extended period of time. But as Kyle Matthews proved, at any time somebody else can become champion. And now Kyle Matthews has that target on his back, and I'm sure you're looking for your rematch. I don't think you've had that opportunity yet.
You must be the only person in RPW to notice. I've tried, I've lobbied, I've talked to Charlie Cash, I've talked to my attorney, and everybody says you got to wait until the champ has an open date. The champ should make an open date for me. I made open dates for Kyle Matthews.
Well, and of course the water was muddied a little bit because at the last show, Kyle Matthews was on the road, unavailable here for Rampage Pro Wrestling at our last television taping. K.C. McKnight debuted. The opportunity arose for him to face you. By defeating you, he, I guess, jumped in front of you in terms of consideration. I guess he stole your spot.
Barons, why do you keep bringing up what happened weeks ago on this program? Let's talk about the title match tonight, because this is what's important. This is what I got my eyes on, and these are the two men that are first in my path to getting back to the RPW Championship.
Well, I'm sure that's the case right now. Both men looking at each other carefully, locking up. Both men going for leverage with this finger lock here. Both are in tight, trying to find the leverage. Kyle Matthews rolls through and is able to get an advantage, and now has all the leverage on the fingers and on the wrists of K.C. McKnight. It's awfully painful. A lot of fans, I don't know if anybody's experienced that before, but right there it shows how painful it can be. If he didn't go down as he did at that time, literally his wrist could have been broken.
Absolutely, and if there's anybody that can break your wrist in a heartbeat, it's Kyle Matthews, and I would put Casey McKnight right on the same level. You know, they've got similar backgrounds. They've both been all over the country, wrestled many different styles, learned from many different people, and they've both been to the land of the rising sun, which is a hotbed for professional wrestling, as anyone knows.
Well, Kyle Matthews probably the speed advantage, certainly not the size advantage. That goes to Casey McKnight. So right here, you call it sort of even. This is going to be an interesting contest, but what's going to be interesting is the longer this match goes, I give the advantage at that point to Kyle Matthews just based on, I know, the amount of cardiovascular training this young man does. You've been in the ring for him for a considerable period of time. He doesn't tire easily, does he?
He doesn't get tired at all, and it's not just the experience, it's not just his skill, it is the fact that he has a heart like no one else that I've ever competed against here at RPW. You can beat the guy for an hour, and it only takes those 3 seconds.
Oh, missed that elbow right there. Matthews showing the speed I spoke of, able to get out of the way quickly back to a vertical base. No one wrestler so far showing any real advantage in this contest.
It's going to be the first guy to make a mistake, Bill. It's all about mistakes. I know Kyle Matthews is ready. Casey McKnight, he better have done his homework. You're not going to pull off a fluke like that every week.
McKnight grabs a hold of that left arm, leverages it around, full arm dragon twist, has control. Notice how he's keeping the leverage above the arm and now takes Matthews over, trying to force him down the way. But Matthews, side leg trip right there, hooks through, and now he's trying to get the legs sort of a modified form. Yep, a surfboard he's going for here. If he can hook onto the arms and elevate him, he can do some considerable damage. Instead, does the damage to the knees.
He better hope to do a little more damage because it looks like he's just making Casey McKnight angry.
Well, but, you know, smart move on the part of Kyle Matthews, however, doing that damage. McKnight, you can see already showing some sensitivity down in the knees. If he can take the man off his feet, wound those legs, slow him down a little bit, a greater advantage for Kyle Matthews, and totally legal. So far, everybody operating within the rules.
Why would you even say that to me? Are you insinuating that I don't do that?
You're here on commentary. I was insinuating nothing. Are you saying you cheat?
Back to the match in the ring, Baron. Jeez.
Fans solidly behind these two and really respectful of this kind of contest for the heavyweight title of Rampage Pro Wrestling, one of the most prestigious titles in all of the United States, and literally, as we know, a potential stepping stone to an opportunity at the end of a world heavyweight champion. Most recently, Colt Cabana, by the way, won that title from Scrap Iron Adam Pearce in Glendale, California at a recent television taping for NWA in Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess the NWA is chomping at the bit to give somebody an opportunity at that title before me as well.
Haven't you had an opportunity in the ring with Colt Cabana at one time or another?
I don't remember that.
Oh. Kyle Matthews showing a little wear on the left arm right now. Got to wonder, though, the amount of travel Matthews is doing after this taping here in Warner Robins, Georgia. He's going to be heading to Las Vegas for several days at the Cauliflower Alley. Well-traveled young man is Kyle Matthews, but as you know, Jeremy Vane, because you've been all over the southeastern United States, if not all over the United States itself, the travel can wear on the professional athlete.
The travel is something, you know, especially as a champion. The RPW heavyweight champion has an unbelievable travel schedule. It's defending the title here, there, everywhere, all across the board, plus everybody wants to see what RPW has to offer. So the champ literally travels throughout the weeks.
Right now, ankle lock by Kyle Matthews, putting a lot of pressure. Ooh, solid kick to the face right there, and you could hear the impact of that across the arena as Casey McKnight back on his feet. A little bit of anger showing on the face of Casey McKnight.
You know, for the first time in this match, I'm kind of glad I'm not in there.
Well, both men now circling each other. I still have not really seen a clear advantage, and we're well into this 20-minute time limit match at this time, our television main event. And fans, we're going to present this to you uninterrupted. You're going to be able to have an opportunity to watch this uninterrupted, and you don't often get that opportunity on television, but we wanted to give it to you, our Rampage Pro Wrestling fans, here on this particular program. So you're going to see everything that happens in this match. There's not a chance you're going to miss a pinfall or a submission in this vital match as Casey McKnight takes over on Kyle Matthews. Uppercut in the corner, European style, and now a solid chop as Matthews tries to get away, moving around, and he returns one of his own to Casey McKnight. You exchanged chops with Casey McKnight a few times.
Yes, a few times, and I won't make that mistake again. I'm just going to poke that guy in the eyes.
You know, a lot of people don't understand the chops make a lot of interesting noise, but that's really not the real impact. It's hard to breathe as you're getting chopped. The wind literally is sucked out of you based on the chop. But the guys that have the strength of a Casey McKnight, quite honestly, the strength you bring to a chop, you can literally incapacitate a man for a brief moment with that chop and take an advantage.
Yeah, it takes a little wind out of you. There's that unbelievable sting of flesh on flesh. But when you're Casey McKnight and you've got the strength, the power, and the sheer aggression that he brings to the table.
Forearm there by McKnight. Returned the receipt. Oh, back and forth with forearms. This is picking up here a little bit between these two men. Nobody bending the rules at this point, but you can't say it isn't getting solid and stiff in the ring. European uppercut again.
Every time McKnight strikes someone, it just makes me want to call my mother.
Now kicks him and now takes him over, down with a knee and part of the shin on it of Kyle Matthews. 1 count, barely.
He squirmed right out of there, and he better. He doesn't have a second to spare when this guy hooks that leg. We're going to see a new champion today. I've just got that feeling.
Well, they have to be aware of the television time limit here, 20 minutes. Frequently heavyweight title matches contested in 30-minute, 60-minute time limit here on television, a 20-minute time limit. We're about 10 minutes into this match at this time. But right now, first opportunity, Casey McKnight has really had to show an advantage now into a side headlock as Kyle Matthews comes to his feet. Solid forearms to the midsection. Slinks through right there, comes up, tries to throw a foot, step up Enziguri, catches KC solidly on the side of the head, and now goes through, tried for a tornado DDT, thrown off by McKnight, who comes off solid clothesline. Knocks Matthews down to the mat, but McKnight is a little worse for wear himself.
Some kid in the third row just caught Matthews' teeth.
Matthews is checking that right now. You're right. I think there may be some blood flow on Kyle Matthews. Looks like I can't tell right now, but it looks like he may have some blood coming from the mouth. Now it's hooked. This looked like a pile driver being set up. Notice how Kyle Matthews extends it and instead picks him up. Power bomb. Look at the power he delivered there, but McKnight still reeling from the impact of what had happened to him before, but still as the wherefore the cover should have hooked the leg right there. That was the only mistake I see.
You hook the tights in a situation like that.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, Jeremy. Brings him in, solid clothesline, and now McKnight solidly taking the advantage on the champ, Kyle Matthews. Matthews is in real trouble at this point, and you were speaking of that just a little bit before.
This guy's unbelievable.
McKnight now again with a cover again. I question why he's not grabbing the leg, but maybe he doesn't think he has Matthews set up. He's just trying to make him work harder.
When you're in there with the RPW heavyweight champion and you've got him in the position that he has Kyle Matthews, you hook the leg. That's an experience showing right there.
And now he's hooked him from behind, has both the chin hooked and he's got a solid midsection leg scissors on there. That leg scissors, the leg's the most powerful appendage on the body, putting extra weight. It's hard to breathe with a leg scissors around your midsection. But look at Matthews as he goes to get to a vertical base, and the strength of Kyle Matthews as he picks the heavier man up, almost like a squat, takes him down and breaks the hold.
Very resilient, very resourceful, very smart by the RPW heavyweight champion, Kyle Matthews. You know, I've got a great idea. Wouldn't both of these guys look good in the cash vault?
I don't think so.
Don't lose an idea.
Oh, try for another Enziguri, missed that one, and now it's Casey McKnight going for the surfboard, and he slaps the side, forcing the arms back on Kyle Matthews, and he's got a hold of one arm. See if he can get the other one. He's trying to get it. Matthews trying to keep it underneath, not able to do it, as now McKnight has both arms, and let's see if he can rock him back, and if he does, the amount of pressure that's going to be on the back and the legs of Kyle Matthews has got to be extraordinary at this point. And look at how McKnight is making sure that he keeps his shoulder blades off the mat at the same time. Referee Dustin Robinson in position. What pain this is. This is a submission maneuver right here.
I can't even comprehend what Matthews is going through. The body is not supposed to bend that way.
But right there, time, and McKnight going, what are you doing, Mike? But I guess over time, Matthews moving around as he did, those shoulder blades touched long enough for him to go for the count. And now he scissors him again and again goes after the head. Another control position by Casey McKnight, wearing the man down, continuing to do damage to the already damaged back of Kyle Matthews.
You know, referee Dustin Robinson better stay out of McKnight's face. You know, I've always wanted to punch Dustin Robinson. And it didn't look like it was going to take much more for McKnight to get him.
Jimmy Rave did punch Dustin Robinson.
Then Jimmy Rave deserves a medal. Can you tell him I said that?
Wait, no, he's got him. Oh, I thought it was a pinning situation, but instead he reversed it into another modified form of a surfboard. Different execution, but same impact right here. And now, turnabout is fair play, as now it's Casey McKnight as the fans chant tap.
You know, I hope the people at home are enjoying what they're seeing, because this is a pro wrestling clinic. These are two of the best in the company.
And now rocking him back and forth, putting extra pressure on the back, on the arms, on the shoulders of Casey McKnight. You can see the pain etched on his face as he hangs his head forward. He barely any resistance. In fact, looks like he may be having consciousness issues. No. He's just fighting the pain internally at this time as he shakes his head and comes up as Dustin Robinson asks him if he wants to submit. And now, painful as he is, he's trying to reverse it, and instead Matthews takes it over, pinning situation for a 2 count.
As tough as this guy is, that probably just made him mad. I mean, it might have looked like he was losing consciousness, but I guarantee you he was thinking. He was getting ready for what's next, and I hope Kyle Matthews was doing the same.
A lot of time has elapsed in this 20-minute time limit match. Fans, this is our main event, Rampage Pro Wrestling. We want to encourage you to be with us next week. Have an amazing show there. You'll see the television champion Drew Adler in action, a whole lot more. But right now, we've still got some time left in this heavyweight title match as Matthews is able to force Casey McKnight outside the ring. And now an opportunity for Matthews to get a little bit of an extra win, that second wind. And the great athletes in all sports are usually able to channel that. The adrenaline starts flowing, and that's what Matthews is trying to summon right now as he's into this match considerably. But he's up and he's on his feet and he's going out after Casey McKnight. Don't know if that's a good idea or a mistake.
Now we're going to see the true colors of these men. When they're tested to the limit, we're going to see which one bends the rules first. Which one's not as respectable as all these people think they are.
Now Matthews on the outside as referee is counting on the inside, goes for a suplex blocked, and it's McKnight instead who is able to suplex Matthews on the outside. Referee Dustin Robinson is up to 6 on the count at this time. Casey McKnight up to his feet.
Inexperience again, you got to get the champion in the ring to beat him.
But he recognized that and he throws Matthews in, breaking the count briefly. Referee could have continued at that point since Casey McKnight didn't get in the ring himself, but the referee decided to break the count, his prerogative in these times, and now McKnight is starting to take advantage. A little bit of desperation is showing on the face of the young man who's going after the title, and now the fans are wondering whether solid forearm to the back. He didn't go as far as he could with that, but he still took the advantage and the opportunity was presented.
I like that. Killer instinct, a little bit of a mean streak. You don't think Cash could sign one of these guys?
With Cash's money, you never know.
That looked great carrying my bags.
Now, right there, Matthews taking act to his feet, still wearing it. Now he's underhook right there, brings him over. Beautiful suplex, takes him over hard, but you see the wear on McKnight as he goes for the cover, forcing down the shoulder. No.
This is taking it out of me just sitting here watching, Bill. I wish I was granted my rematch as soon as this was over.
Fortunately, you will not have that opportunity. Oh, side elbow, didn't catch all of that, but caught enough of it to stagger Matthews, who's still able to come over, take him over with a head scissors.
This is that heart of Matthews out of nowhere.
But there, punted right there. Drop kick, beautifully executed by Matthews, and just at the right time. This is the opportunity for Matthews to suck it up. Remember, Matthews doesn't have to beat him, but you know he wants to.
You can't keep him down. And you're right, he doesn't have to beat him, but he's too stupid to realize that. He's going to give it 100%, put the title at risk even more, and this guy's not a guy you want to take those chances with, Bill.
Matthews up on the top as Casey McKnight comes in, cross body block, but he rolls through, hooks the leg now. He's got him. Oh, I thought he had him right there, Jeremy.
Me too. And you know, I'm just looking at who I'm going to have to beat to become champ again. And
oh, inside cradle right here. This could be it. Back and forth these two go late in this match here on Rampage Television. Fans, what a privilege this is for you to be watching this major contest between two great athletes as that kick could be heard across the arena. Precious little time remaining in this match as he goes only a 2 count. McKnight able to kick out. Amazing.
Amazing indeed. Kyle Matthews, just when you think he doesn't have anything left, he pulls out another win. This is like his 5th win in this match alone, and trust me, he is taking a beating.
Now Kyle Matthews again goes in after Casey McKnight, underhooks him for a suplex, gets ready to bring him up. McKnight, the bigger man, is able to block, instead brings up Matthews. Matthews taken down hard by McKnight.
There's a brain buster there. I haven't seen that yet from McKnight. Or maybe I did see it and just don't remember.
Both men now down, aware of the length of this match, but both men better be aware precious little time remains here in this television main event here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. And fans, what a main event you've had the privilege of watching here today. But every week when you tune into Rampage Pro Wrestling, you can count on this kind of action from the tremendous competitors here.
Yes, and you're not going to see a match like this anywhere else. Casey McKnight, Kyle Matthews, RPW heavyweight title. It doesn't get any better than this. And Jeremy Vader
had him hooked in a full Nelson. Look, he was going to take down Matthews, able to block. Double elbows, comes off. Now he's hooked from behind again, reverses. Now he's got him hooked. Suplex, releases though. If he had hung on to it, he might have been able to pin him right there.
1, 2, that close. That close. We were half a second away from a new RPW. What? Ah! He couldn't get it done. Barnes, he couldn't get it done. I told you, I'm the rightful #1 contender. Casey McKnight couldn't do it. I'm out of here. My work is done.
Will retain the NWA RPW title.
20-minute time limit draw between these two tremendous competitors.